Welcome to my tutoring channel. I'm your host, Mr. Peña. Today we're going to be studying the CASAS exam. This is part 2 of the series. If you want to learn more and want extra help with your English, join my Patreon using the link down below. You'll get access to exclusive content, downloadable resources, and you can join my WhatsApp group where other English language learners are there improving their English. We have voice calls every day, so we get opportunities for English conversations in English. Now let's get into today's practice test. It says this is a nationwide employment journal. Here it says wanted problem solvers. So they want problem solvers. This was written by Emily Kimboy. It says, paragraph 1. Today's employers are looking to hire workers who have the ability to solve problems. In order to compete for good paying jobs, you would need to know how to find solutions for the issues that occur every day in a modern company. But is this a skill at which you excel? If not, here are some tips that will help you become a first-rate problem solver. Paragraph 2. When you try to solve a problem at work, your first step should be to state the problem as precisely as possible. For example, managers are making errors in reporting employee absences to the personnel department. Next, you need to evaluate the problem rationally and calmly. What are the effects of the problem on the company? What are some possible causes of the problem? Put your thoughts in writing. The physical act of writing helps the mind to evaluate many things more clearly. Paragraph 3. After you have described the problem thoroughly, read what you have written and begin to write down some potential solutions. In the early stages of generating solutions, list each idea that comes to mind. Your goal is to consider basic as well as innovative fixes for the problem. Every idea is worth contemplating, and sometimes an unlikely solution is the one that works. Paragraph 4. After you have listed all your ideas, write down the pros and cons of each potential solution. This will help you separate those that might work from those that are less likely to be helpful. Do not simply choose to use the first solution you think will work. There may be better solutions available. Carefully evaluate all the finalists and then choose the solution that you believe will work best. Number 4. In paragraph 3, question number 4. In paragraph 3, which word is the closest in meaning to the underlined word potential? It's right here in paragraph 3. Is it contrary, possible, unavailable, or unlikely? The key word is, well, you got to read the whole sentence. It says, after you have described the problem thoroughly, read what you have written and begin to write down some potential solutions. The only thing there that you can really decipher there is problem. So you have a problem, and then you have and then a solution. And what they're saying is, you have problems, now write down some potential solutions. So, do you want unavailable solutions? That doesn't make sense. Do you want unlikely solutions? Now we are left with contrary and possible. we're going to say possible solutions. So number 4 is B. Awesome. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Here we have number 5. Which paragraph does not provide specific steps to solve problems? Which one does not have any problem-solving steps? Let's briefly skim through number 1. Today's employers are looking to hire workers, compete for good-paying jobs. You need to know how to find solutions. Is this a skill set you excel? If not, here are some tips that will help you become a first-rate problem solver. Now, I don't see any specific steps to solve problems. So far, I think it's letter A. But let's look at paragraph 2. It says, when you try to solve a problem at work, your first step, that's a step. And it says, which one does not provide specific steps? Number 3. It says, after you have prescribed the problem thoroughly, read what you have written. That's another step. What we highlighted is a step. After you have listed all your ideas, write down. So they're telling you what to do. These are steps. So the answer is paragraph 1. This does not provide specific steps to solve a problem. All 3 other paragraphs do provide problem-solving steps, or steps to solve problems. Now we go to number 6. Which action does the writer suggest? A, use the first workable idea you have. B, focus on finding the fastest solution. C, ask an employee to check your ideas. Or D, consider plans of solutions. Solution? Or does he talk about the first workable idea? Did he ever say to ask an employee? And does he tell you to consider the pros and cons of something? Let's look for these within the paragraphs. It says, you will need to know how to find solutions for the issues that occur every day. It says first-rate problem solver. It says when you try to solve a problem, first step is to state the problem as precisely as possible. It doesn't say use the first workable idea you have. So we're going to take away A. Does it talk about finding the fastest solution? Next, you need to evaluate the problem rationally and calmly. So it actually gives you the first step. The first step should be to state the problem. Next, this is actually step number 2. So what we found here was step number 3. Anyway, step number 2 says you need to evaluate the problem rationally and calmly. Evaluate the problem. Does that sound like focus on finding the fastest solution? No. The third step is after you have described the problem thoroughly, read what you have written and begin to write down potential solutions. But that doesn't really do anything for us, right? In terms of asking. Now, we're going to check the last one to see whether it's C or D. Do we ask an employee to check our ideas or consider the pros and cons? Number 4, after you have listed all your ideas, write down the pros and cons of each potential solution. Write down the pros and cons. So, this one was more clearly stated within the text itself. The answer is D. Consider the pros and cons. Now we have our last question, which is 7. According to the writer, what is the first step in solving a problem? After what we just did, that's easy. Stating the problem clearly. So 4 is B, 5 is A, question number 6 is D, and question number 7 is D. I hope that this lesson has helped you prepare for your CASAS test. This is part 2 of the series. If you want extra help with your English, join my Patreon down below. You will get downloadable resources related to CASAS practice testing. You can also join my WhatsApp group where we have voice calls every day where we can practice our English. I hope to see you there. Just click on the link down below. You can join the free option and get access to everything I just told you. Take care and goodbye.